Many times children and teens have problems dealing with grief after the loss of a loved one because it may not be understood as well as when we are adults. This week's Health Watch, Dr. David James tells us about a special and exciting weekend camp for children struggling with grief that aims to help them through this tough process.
Many people battling terminal illnesses find themselves under hospice care during the end of their lives. But for hospice workers such as Pat Bard, their work goes beyond caring for patients. It's also about preparing families for the grief that follows.
Part of what we cover, we have mail-outs on grief, we have support groups, we have a speaker session that we offer every other month.
But for many children, they may be too young to comprehend or understand what's happening in their life.
Children have a harder time expressing feelings or even recognizing what is a feeling.
So for these children, Hospice of West Tennessee has set up a grief camp entitled Camp Wings. At the weekend camp, children can continue their journey of healing by sharing their stories and embracing their memories in the company of other children who have experienced a loss.
And we talk about how we cope with things. We utilize some talking sessions, and we utilize crafts, and we utilize playing and swimming, and we have a rock wall to challenge them a little bit. And all these things together, they just kind of come to a gleaning of how they're doing, and that there is a way to cope with the loss.
This year's camp will be held August 6th through the 8th at the Mid-South Youth Camp in Pinson. On hand will be a staff of trained volunteers and, quote, buddies. Children ages 6 to 14 years who have lost a loved one recently are invited to attend. There is no charge for children to attend this camp, but there are a limited amount of spaces available, and applications are needed by July 17th. To obtain an application or to get more information on Camp Wings, call 664-4220. For this week's Health Watch, I'm Dr. David James.